Hi everyone. For the next topic that I'd like to take a deeper dive into is Zoom. All right, first and foremost, let's take a look at the weekly and go through the fundamental checklist and the technical checklist. Fundamentally, let's take a look at the sales. The sales has been increasing, but very slowly year over year. So it looks like this is a mature business and it's not really growing their top line that much, which is okay for a very um, beaten down stock. But let's take a look at the earnings, the EPS. That should show signs of improvement. As you can see, that is the case. The company has been very disciplined and it has been doing well for the past 2 quarters, but the quarters before that, it was not doing well. As far as guidance goes, let's take a look at the trading range on the day of the earnings. So it looked like this was that tricky day, right? It beat on both top line and bottom line, but the Wall Street folks basically sold the stock down and brought it back up. Now, if you look at the technical of this stock, all right, let's take a look at the weekly on the technical. It really, as I mentioned in the previous video, this one was a dawning back in the COVID times. So it had dropped like 80 something percent, 90. Let's call that 90%. So it's taking a long time for this stock to repair itself. Right. So the reason that I'm interested in the stock is the recent consolidation and the volume signature in the stock, as you can see in the greens right there, which is something new, change of character in the stock. If you look back to the left of this week, all of the high volume bars are basically red. So there's a change of character starting this week in the beginning of June till now, and we're in beginning of September. So that's been 3 months of consolidation. Now let's take a look at the RS line. The RS line for this stock, it has been performing well in the past few sessions. Doesn't mean anything. So we're gonna need to keep an eye on it. But before that, it has been very choppy, going up and down. And the slope of the line is, generally speaking, pretty flat since the beginning of June. So let's draw that in. Say beginning of June, which is around here. Right after a few days after the previous quarter, 2 quarters ago's earnings. So if I go from here to around there, generally speaking, it was pretty flat. So this is definitely a higher risk. Now, there was probably a news-driven event on that day because of the wide trading bar, and it closes roughly in mid-range. So it's an okay sign. It's just a change, yet again, another change of character. It from this period, like I mentioned earlier, that there are some signs of accumulation in this base building period, as you can see by um, the the green bars and the pocket pivot symbols that are shown here. Now, I actually just read an article about it today. Zoom is actually they are talking with their regulators about Microsoft's anti-competitive um, bundling strategy to kind of keep Zoom from growing. It is an unfair advantage that big companies like Microsoft have over Zoom. So we'll see how this thing plays out. If you're going back and look on the chart, it would be nice to see chart start trading above this $76 range, which is the top of this bar, which would indicate that more and more institutions are coming into the stock and really bid the stock up. As of right now, it's slightly extended from the 65-day EMA. As you can see, historically speaking, when you go like 7-8% above the 65-day, it tends to pull back. So I want to see how it does. Ideally, I like to see again have this be trading above the $76 range and just go sideways, consolidate it 1 to 2 more weeks before it does another move. Right now, there is really no low risk entry to get into this right now. I have a position over here from an undisciplined buy. Right now, it's sitting right at around break even. Now let's turn on the Super Trend AI and really take a look at what this indicator is showing. It also shows that this has turned green, meaning that it's a good time to buy, but it's a little bit far from the initial in the buy price, which is like 6% above. But the good thing is, with respect to 65-day EMA, which is one of the items on my checklist, this stock has not respected the 65-day EMA in this time range, which is where the pink area is, or magenta area is, of which shows underperformance. But whatever happened on this day, and really solidified by this day and this day, that there is a change of character. Right now, it is still kind of erratic, so we're just gonna have to wait and see and watch it day by day and see how it plays out. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching.